doing pawn. Okay, so right off the bat, we'll look at team comp, as I always do. So we have Sigma Diva. Okay, tank comp, not really played all that often. We have Moira, Soldier, Kree, and then obviously you and Ana. So we have the Moira. So generally, as Ana, when you're playing with a Moira, because that's not really something that is supposed to be played, right, is Ana Moira. So generally, the way I recommend playing it is you're going to play a more utility-based hero. And the way that works is you're going to be looking to hit anti-nades on the enemy team, and you're going to be looking for sleeps on the enemy team as much as possible, as well as damage, even, right? So look at their team comp. So they're running Hog Sig. So yeah, Hog Sig, very exploitable comp. Antis as much as possible on the enemy team, right? Your Moira has healing coverage. She has more than enough healing for everyone on your team, DPS included, but you're going to be looking generally hitting antis on the enemy team, as well as keeping your DPS alive whenever possible. Okay. Things started here. Sigma's playing in a really weird spot. So, by the way, be a little bit careful with our positioning. We're kind of standing out in the open. Okay. So we're looking to deal some damage, which is good. Like I said, you know, when you're playing with another main healer, you want to be looking to for that. Okay, so it looks like we're spending too much time scoped down though, which isn't good. But at the back, like you had good unscoped at the start, but now that you were looking to cause damage or to do damage, we're standing still scoped down for way too long, right? This Orisa does literally half of your HP because you're standing still scoped. Yeah, unscoped here is generally just better. Okay, nice sleep under the Reaper. Don't be afraid to nade yourself if if you don't have another healer around as well. Dangerous enough. There you go. Okay. So we have Nano active. Fortunately, your Moira takes it. You know, like I mentioned before, you generally want to be looking to hit those characters that have consistent damage. So on your team, best bet's going to be Soldier. Nano Visor is extremely strong. Another really good Nano target is this Reaper. Obviously, you meant to give Nano to your Sigma here, but Sigma, I don't recommend nanoing almost ever unless he's touching. Sigma is just so inconsistent with his left clicks that, you know, it's almost like he gets no value out of nano, right? Especially when there's shields in his face. He is using controller, right? Is there a way to tell the replay other than the aim? I don't think he's using controller. I think he just has really low sense. I'll have to ask him. But yeah, it looks like he just has really, really, really low sensitivity. Because this doesn't look like controller to me. And the Reaper rolls. So positioning looks a little off. We got to make sure that we're rotating back whenever possible. Especially when they're pushing you hard. Let me check his Discord, what he said. Stronger here. Wait, I'm gonna pause this actually. Okay. So he said, letting some tips on fundamentals. I hit gold as tank, but I'm struggling to improve his support. This game is kind of a beatdown. Against this, the Reaper is stronger healers. When I Vlad can show me some fundamentals I should work on in positioning. Okay. So he didn't mention anything about console or not, so I'll have to ask him. I think he just has really low sensitivity. I could be wrong though. Obviously I have played on both, but it doesn't look like there's any aim assist here. He could be playing... Actually, you know what? It might be that he's playing on PC with a controller. That actually could be it, because there's no aim assist. Yeah, at least it doesn't look like it for me. I don't know. Nice sleep under the Hog. Yeah, like I said, with the Moira playing super focused on utility and damage. Actually, no, we have Mercy Bow. No, I lied. Now we're back to main healing. So now we need to heal around. Fortunately, I had to reload.
I have your back.
Okay. Alright. So far, not too bad. Mechanics are decent, actually. You're hitting a lot of shots with left clicks, so that's not really looking like it's an issue too much. And mainly, it's just going to be positioning. It's going to be a bit of an issue. And usually, you can tell, by the way, if any of the names have spaces in them, then that means it's probably console, because obviously PC can have spaces in names. That's another way you can tell, but in this game there's no one, so I don't know. So right away, look at this positioning, right? So we'll kind of look at it from above. Card is here, right? It's backed by your Mercy. Their team is pushing through this angle, right? Or their team is. And they want to be pushing through either here or here, right? And we're going to look at where you're at. Sorry for the background noise as well. Phone call. You're playing here, right? Now, let's say that they decided to just drop down and push you, right? Not only are you super out of position, but you're just very, very vulnerable to anyone on your team. Therefore, very vulnerable to anyone on the enemy team, right? So instead, what I would like to see from positioning here is playing back, right? Just play right here, right? You can heal everyone. If your Sigma dies out of your LS, that's on him. You could even play here, though, to help him with that. So, playing back where you're safe, where you have range on your team, so you're able to consistently hit shots safely. Right? Whereas here, it's just kind of like, oh, what am I doing? Right? You can just get walked over right here if you're not careful. Okay, so meant to Nano the Diva. So it looks like Nanos are a little... Looks like we're struggling a bit with Nanos. Okay. Yeah, my bot doesn't let people post links, by the way.
You're going to be okay.
Genji's in our backline, nice kill. Yeah, we're staying scoped down for way too long. Yeah, no real reason to sleep there either. So as much as I would like to comment on the ability usage, it looks like it's mainly just going to be a positioning thing. You're not getting punished for, really poor positioning here. Good for the sleep on the brig, not bad. Okay, your Diva kills too. Yeah, now this is good. You're in a good position here. But once again, we're kind of just staying scoped down for too long. Remember, if we stay scoped, right, you lose a lot of awareness, right? When you're scoped in like this. So we'll go back to when we were.
I'm on fire. Keep out of my way.
Okay, so yeah, when you're scoped in like this is all you can see on your screen, right? You have no idea where your soldier is. You have no idea where anyone else is. Just what is exactly in front of your screen. Right, because it lowers your FOV, your field of view. Not to mention, it's also easier to hit you, right? Especially as snipers or Genji. Okay. Nice sleep under the Genji.
I have your back.
Yeah, the Reaper just kind of kept flanking and messing you guys up. So here we stuck around for too long, right? Like, as soon as they cap this, there's no reason to play up, right? Let's go back a little bit further. So they cap right about here. So yeah, as soon as this happens, walk away. Right, we should be already walking back. Right, we should already be back here, because they cap. But we stick around, because there's no reason to play here. Right, this is a pretty bad place to hold. So yeah, we should have been able to see that Reaper coming, just because we don't want to pull there with with the enemy team capping. We're going to be pulling back. Skip ahead a bit. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Yeah, for sure it's just gonna be the positioning thing. Nice sleep onto the brig. Okay, so we had this case earlier with the last person I've interviewed. You, when you're anting someone, especially someone who's sleeping, you don't have to walk up to them, right? Like, you hit this sleep right here, you can literally stay right here, shoot nade, right? And you don't even have to move your crosshair to nade, right? You're full HP, you have a Mercy and Valk, you have no reason to walk up to this brig. Right, she doesn't, you know, she dies anyway, so it's not a, it doesn't matter. Yeah, your monkey's just standing still. Okay, there we go. Better than the Nanos. Okay, AFK for a second. Yeah, your monkey goes down. We're a little too deep. Yeah, and positioning once again kind of got us there. Playing back like this, back here, right? This point, you can, you know, kind of jiggle peek around this corner here. No reason to be up like that. So let's see if your team can hold on. So we have 6. Yeah, looks like they're gonna finish it out before we can touch. So here's what it is. All right. There we go. Okay, so go back a little. Went a little too far. So once again, we have the Moira. So you know, we don't have to worry about our tanks as much anymore. Maybe the monkey, because she can get out of the range. But I actually like this positioning. You know, you're playing up top. They don't have any snipers for you to worry about, so you can just kind of stand up here for free. You know, go to town, heal your team. Okay, not bad, not bad. Yeah, and you know, as the payload walks up, then you need to start walking as well. Yeah, usually, you know, I say, you know, don't scope down too much, but like when you're far away like this and you need to hit shots, feel free to just hard scope. Nice kill to the Reaper as well.
My tactical visor is charging.
Okay. And the hog is out of position, so we go for the sleep on him. Nice. Yeah, don't be afraid to anti from long distance, right? I think you kind of, like I said, you're suffering from the same thing, right? You hit the sleep on him. Just anti him, right? He's 1 HP. Just anti him. Right? We wait a little too long and the Sigma ends up just blocking it, actually. So, yeah, we'll keep going. I think main thing I think for this one is just going to be positioning. You know, your mechanics are good so far. I kind of want to skip ahead because I'm actually kind of running out of time here.
I've seen worse. You're going to live.
Before Vauderies and stuff, or before scrims and such. So skip ahead a bit, like here. Okay. Yes, your team ends up capping without you. Go for this when I get it, that's fine. Yeah, I always recommend going for those sleeps, even if you miss them. Yeah, I've said that multiple times. Just, you know, if you hit the hard sleep, you know, it can win your team games. But you know, if you miss it, it's the same thing as if you don't go for them. So yeah, don't be afraid to go for those kind of sleeps. Okay. And we're just kind of rolling through. Now at this elo at this level, what level your account? Yeah, you're 2-star. So you know you're still pretty new to the game. You said you hit gold on tank. Biggest thing for me is, you know, learning the characters, getting good at those mechanics, and, you know, understanding positioning. Which that's going to be your biggest thing here, right? Because your aim is really solid, right? Your aim is strong. You know, you have the aim to keep your team alive. That's what needs to happen. But you know, I absolutely don't like just continuing going through VOD reviews when, you know, it's just the same thing over and over again, right? Because I just sound like a broken record, and it's just kind of a waste of both of our time, right? You know, we know it needs to be worked on. But the other thing is nanoing as well. That's going to be the big two things I'm going to talk about real quick. So yeah, generally positioning, we're really struggling. We're playing too far forward. We're playing, you know, in kind of weird places. You know, so biggest thing I can recommend for that is just be conscious, like while you're playing, right? Okay, am I safe here? Right? Okay, I can play here. I can play around cover. I don't have to worry about anyone walking up on me. If they do, I can sleep them. I can see my team, that kind of stuff. Right. Okay, I can play back here. I have cover. Yeah, I can kind of jiggle peek heal my team. I'm not in danger of getting walked on. Right. Second point, that was really a big issue because you weren't rotating away in time. So yeah, once we nail that down, you'll find yourself winning a lot more games. You'll find yourself climbing a lot more easily. That kind of stuff. It'll help a ton. Right. Now the other thing it looked like was missing nanos. I think we missed 2 or 3 nanos actually onto the wrong targets. So the biggest thing I can say with that is track your own team, right? That kind of sounds kind of weird to say, but like, just like you do when you're healing someone who's moving, right? When you're about to nano someone, track them, like watch them, right? So here say we're gonna nano this monkey here, right? Okay, I'm watching him. Okay, I want to nano my monkey. All right, just keep looking at him, When he jumps in, he's walking up, okay? Or like want to heal or sig, whatever. But just track him, right? Okay, I need to nano. So like that way, when it gets to the time where you have to nano him, you're already like locked onto him, right? Now, obviously, you don't want to do this for too long because you need to heal your team. But like, okay, we're gonna nano monkey here, right? Tell that to your team, and then for like the 2 or 3 seconds before, or like right after you say I'm gonna nano monkey, track him, make sure you know where he's at. That way, when he jumps in, you can nano him, right? And then obviously you can, kind of cut down that time that you have to be tracking him for as you get better and better. But right now, especially 900 SR, right? Where there's a lot of mistakes going on, it's 100% of the time just going to be eliminating those mistakes, right? It's going to be, if you can make as little mistakes as possible, you'll be able to win more games. Same thing with the nanos, right? If you're hitting most of your nanos, it won't be an issue, and you'll be able to climb more easily because you're not, team fights that may have not been winnable are suddenly winnable because you nanoed a good target, that kind of stuff. I think that's going to be pretty much it then. I don't even, it's just kind of the repeat of the same stuff over and over again. Obviously, the Reaper kept walking into your backline. That's a little unfortunate, but, positioning further back can help you with that, and keeping tabs on him as well. Okay, where's the Reaper at? Where's he going to flank from? And then, readying your, having your sleep ready for when he does come in. It's going to be the big things to help you out as you improve. Like I said, you're still very new to the role as a whole. So, don't be afraid to make some mistakes, but, try to be conscious while you're playing. Okay, how can I improve? What can where can I position myself? That kind of stuff, as well as, keeping track of those nanos, keeping track of who you want to nano, when you want to nano them, etc. So, I think that's going to be it then. Thank you, Pawn, for the VOD review, not the VOD review, that's me. But yeah, thank you for the VOD. I really appreciate it. I always have fun doing this kind of stuff. Your mechanics are actually pretty solid, so, keep it up and you'll be able to climb. Don't worry about it. So, sometimes rank just sucks and you lose games. That's just how it is sometimes. So, just keep grinding, keep playing the game, and you'll be able to improve a ton. But yeah, I really appreciate the VOD. I enjoyed it. Had fun VOD reviewing with you. So I think other than that, it's going to be it from me. Thank you once again for the VOD. I keep thinking. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you have a good day. Hope you guys have a good one. So yeah.